If you've been talking about your service or product in social media posts, in video content or ads, but nobody seems to be listening, your messaging might be the problem. Today, I'm going to talk about the StoryBrand framework. It's the perfect place to start. I'm going to share the key elements of the framework and talk about some next steps that you can take to get started. The StoryBrand framework is one that I go back to and recommend to business owners all the time. This framework really helped me in my business with my messaging, positioning, understanding my customer better. So I'm going to walk you through my key takeaways from the book, but first I want to talk about the 7 steps that make up the framework itself. The first is a character. So this is your customer. Your customer is the main character in the story, so we always want to be thinking from their point of view. The second step is has a problem. So your character has a problem that they need to solve. The third step is they meet a guide, which is you or your business. We are guiding our customers through this journey. The fourth step is who gives them a plan. You are coming to them and just sharing your expertise. The next step is calls them into action. So this is where the buying process really starts. 6, that ends in success. We want to make sure that whatever we're offering our customers actually gets them to where they want to go. And lastly, it's and helps them avoid failure. So you always want to think about what would happen if they didn't buy. Make sure to always keep that in mind so you can help steer them away from it. The first takeaway that I took away from the book is to make your customer the hero of the story. Before you post any content or sell any offer, make sure to ask yourself, how is this helping the person watching? If you can answer that question and make sure that whatever you're posting has a true benefit to that hero, your ideal customer, they'll be much more willing to accept your advice and in turn want to work with you. The second takeaway is that you are the guide. So I am the guide for my customers. I'm just helping them get to where they want to be. And in order to do that, you have to understand their problems first. There's external problems, which are usually the kind of most obvious problems or the problems that your customers will come to you about. But then there's usually an internal problem for that as well. So a lot of my customers come to me to take courses from me to learn how to show up online. And what I find is that it's usually not actually the equipment or the time that they're really struggling with, but it's usually something internal, like I don't feel confident enough to show up on camera. So just getting to know your customer, your ideal customer a little bit is really gonna help you hone in on both the external and internal problems that they're looking to solve. My third takeaway from building a story brand is if you confuse, you'll lose. You want to make sure that things are concise, that they're to the point. You want to make sure that things are obvious for people. So don't hide your call to action. If you want people to work with you, make sure that it's easy for them to do. I actually saw the most success and the most growth in my business when I cut back most of my offers because I was able to stop confusing my audience with all of this different types of content and really just focus on that core audience. And this could be relevant not just for offers, but even for social media platforms. Look at the platforms that are performing the best for you and then go all in on those as opposed to posting, maybe once a week on every single platform and spreading yourself too thin. I definitely recommend you check out the book, Building a Story Brand, for more details on each of these 7 steps. But if you followed these key takeaways that I talked about, you should be well on your way to creating better messaging for your social and your content marketing that better connects with your ideal customer. Let us know in the comments which step you found most interesting and how you'll be applying it to your business. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below as well.